next pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select...
That's So Dolphins Talk with John Baker and Trigga Trey Proctor.
Let me check your pulse if you're not fired up.
Dude, are we good?
Dude, we're the best team in the league.
If you don't have eye black at home, you better go get some eye black.
Oh my god, we're back. You doubted us. 8-3.
Hello and welcome into another episode of That's So Dolphins Talk. We got myself, John Baker, and the co-pilot, Trigga Trey Proctor. Playoffs. Ugliest way to get to the playoffs imaginable.
Dude, one of the worst football games I've ever watched.
Dude, that game was UGLY ugly.
And it had so much of an alibi because there was a bunch of third stringers everywhere. But guess what? You just got to get in the dance. It don't matter. Put us back in Buffalo. Revenge season. We're walking into that stadium and we're getting the dub. I already feel it. Tua is coming back. I don't care what anybody says. I said it when Tua got hurt. I said they are writing a Hollywood movie script, and Tua is going to walk back into Buffalo after 3 concussions and become the NFL's golden boy to say, look, I can have 3 concussions and still play football. CTE is a myth.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe you just said that CTE is a myth. Put it on a shirt.
It doesn't matter if you're 8-3 when you know you're going 9-8 and backing that way into the playoffs, baby. Beep, 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 all the way in.
Dude, we were just a big old Mack truck just backing right in.
Hey, you know what I like to see, though? That offensive line. I know the Jets are injury riddled, but so is our O-line. And they were moving some dudes. There was a lot of good push out of our O-line today.
There's so much push for the running game, but they can't pass block. Either, well, I mean, I guess they can pass block pretty well, but because Skylar Thompson just loves to hold the ball. And it's a rookie.
There was people so open. He's a 7th round QB third stringer.
Yeah, I mean, I totally understandable. But they ran the ball 32 times today, 162 yards, and averaged 5.1 yards a carry.
Wow.
Yeah. Where's that been all year?
Like, dude, run the ball.
And Tua and Raheem were standing in the tunnel. They had footage of Tua dapping up everybody as they came off the field.
Yeah, he looked good.
He looked great. But McDaniel didn't say anything.
I didn't listen. I mean, of course he's not going to come out and say anything because of the protocols.
I guess that is true. But he was saying nothing. He was like, first and foremost, I don't care about a game this season or next season. I care about him as a person.
That's what he has to say, dude. There's such a microscope.
I know. Dude,
could you imagine if he came out and was talking about him coming back? The first tweet would be McDaniel, without even to a clear concussion protocol, is saying he's on the way back.
Yeah, I just man. Okay, so if we're obviously on to Buffalo. The Jets can kiss my ass.
Oh,
that
yeah.
Defense, dude. That whole secondary, that whole defense, like they think they are so good, which they are very good defense. Let's not kid ourselves. But like Sauce Gardner was super excited just because Tyreek was running off field hurt. Like, relax.
Yeah, dude. Tyreek was hurt the entire game and was still needed to be held. I mean, but all those corners are so handsy. I don't understand why they don't get some of the calls. We never get pass interference calls, it feels like.
Yeah, boy, did X look bad today too. Speaking of corner,
dude, I tweeted it. He is. I'm not going to talk bad on him because he gave us an All-Pro corner. Like he gave us greatness for an extended period of time, 5, 6, 7 years, whatever it was. But it's time to just let this man walk into the sunshine. He is not. He's a name. That's all he is at this point.
Yeah, but he's not even like a big name like that though.
But I'm saying if
He doesn't get the
If
respect he's earned, I would say.
if he had Kohu on the back of his jersey, everyone would be wanting him cut tomorrow. The way he has played,
Yes. Kohu, man.
he looked good actually. To be honest with you,
Look good.
and so did our secondary played pretty well, other than X. To be honest with you,
Yeah, I was surprised. Even Eric Rowe looked like he showed up a little bit today. Did he? I don't
I'm
know.
just sitting there thinking the way
I didn't get a chance to play the entire. I didn't get a chance to watch the entire game.
I know that injuries happen for every team, but I'm just thinking about this defense with Brandon Jones and Ogball back. Like, dude, our D line is disgusting. They played out of their mind today.
Yeah. When they want to, man, they can turn it on.
And here's what irritates me, not to be negative, but with Boyer, your D line's getting pressure. So why are you giving free releases to these receivers? Like on those third downs, we play at the sticks, and our defensive line's getting there, but because they have free releases off the line, the timing's right there, and Flacco's able to get rid of the ball. And I just don't understand that concept. Like, if your D line's getting home, and buy them an extra second any way you can.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like that style, they've played that for, I mean, how many years have they been doing that now? Like 3 years, and they really turned it up last year, and they did it a lot this year, and it really worked a lot last year. It just didn't work at all this year.
Yeah.
That mentality showed up every single week where it just didn't even matter. Like they were going to get a first down or pretty close to a first down.
Yeah.
Hats off to Uncle Sanders. Jason Sanders came up pretty big today. Listen.
Is that his first field goal made over 50 yards all year, or at 50 yards?
Yes.
I was begging.
Thinking about how they were going to try to kick a 59-yard field goal with him.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way. When they lined up for that game winner, I was begging that it was at 49 yards because he's money. He's been money
inside 50. So
it's like in his head, dude. Hopefully that killed his yips, and now he just becomes playoff Sanders, dude. Like in his veins.
That might be all we get next week if Tua doesn't play.
Oh, I haven't seen anything other than your negativity saying Mike sounds like Tua is not playing. I got on Twitter. No one else has that sentiment.
So, okay. Speaking of McDaniel, I have been incredibly for the content. This is not my true belief. I've been for the content, been real downy dog on old Uncle Mikey. And he didn't prove that he was much better today, but he got the job done.
He took us to the playoffs, man, and that's all we've been asking. That's all we asked into the season.
Exactly. That's what I said when I woke up this morning.
Week 1 of the pod, we said that.
Week 1, we said all the expectation is just to make the playoffs. I don't care if they win a game in the playoffs. I don't care if they get blowed at in the playoffs. Obviously, we want to win a game, but all you had to do is just get to the dance.
Get to the dance.
All you got to do is just get to the dance. I don't care if you do the dance. When you get on the dance floor, just get to the dance. You don't even have to dance on the dance floor. You can just sit in your seat and just sipping some of the punch on the outside. I don't care as long as you make it.
Any given Sunday or Saturday. That's all I'm saying.
Any given Sunday and or maybe Saturday. Do they have the schedule up yet? Or are they?
I don't think so. I don't think it'll come out till Monday.
What a roller coaster ride it's been on this season. We've been here for 18 weeks.
Dude.
17.
I wanted to cancel the pod like 4 times.
We wanted to cancel the pod 4 times at minimum. And wow, I mean, it's been this season has been by far the most fun I've had, and it almost ended in the worst fashion. But thankfully, we made the playoffs. It's all I ever asked for at the beginning of the season. I don't know what all these people get on Twitter saying that they're going to win the playoffs. We don't have a quarterback. That's all horse shit. I do have to give a little bit of apology to Matt Infante because I do love his tweets. He does provide good analysis every now and then, but I have been dogging that boy for the last week and a half over his constant take.
Yeah,
he admitted he was wrong. And Jeremy Klump, I'm calling people out by names. Jeremy Klump, you're the biggest. You are the worst fan. Not even a fan. You were just the absolute bottom of the horse trough of human scum life. I can't stand that dude. I can't stand him. He makes
Yeah, him and old TD Finns talk or whatever the hell his name is, are both
talk can suck me. They're probably running the Finn.
Put it on a shirt. Put it on a shirt.
They're probably running Finn Heaven.
Oh my god,
That's what we should do. We should do in the off season. We should do a Finn Heaven's best takes of the year.
Oh, we should. That's a good idea. Actually,
if anyone doesn't know what Finn Heaven is it's a message board site that was strictly for the Dolphins, and they have some of the absolute worst takes of all time on there. It's every knee-jerk reaction that every fan has. I can't even remember what was that one that was so bad.
Well, it's just like normally it was we were heavy into it during the Tannehill era, and you would just get on, and literally within the top 3 posts are, should Matt Moore be the quarterback of this football team? Like, that's the headline every single week. Yeah. It's like, no, he should not.
I'm sure that was just repaved with Skylar Thompson.
I'm sure it was. You're exactly right. And listen, Skyler. I don't think Skyler thinks he's the next coming of Jesus Christ right now. I think he's a 7th round pick, and he's learned his way in the NFL. And I think he's now played in big games and has some more war history under his belt, and he has a good shot to be a good journeyman backup quarterback. But he's not Tua Tagovailoa. Plain and simple.
Not even close. Neither is Teddy.
No.
Teddy's not even close.
No.
Everyone needs to realize that Tua isn't going anywhere.
I just want to walk into this game next week with Tua quarterback. I don't care if he throws 5 interceptions. I don't. I just want to walk in with Tua as our quarterback and just to give us a glimpse of hope.
If Tua plays, I feel a lot better. If Tua doesn't play, we ain't win that game.
No, we're not going to keep it.
I don't know if we're not even going to. They might as well not even keep score because we know we're going to get blowed at.
Yeah, not a shot.
If Tua plays, we got a good chance to make it interesting.
Yes.
I don't know if we win, but we are at least competitive.
We've been extremely competitive in both games. We beat them once and was super competitive in the other game we played them. So
second game, man, we were hella competitive. Those were
really,
like looking back on that game. That's one of the best games I think I've ever watched.
Yeah, that's a playoff type game if you think about it. Like if that game was on Wild Card Weekend, people would say that's one of the best playoff games I've ever seen.
And people would not be so down even on the Dolphins. Like really, even though they were up on the Dolphins after that.
Yeah.
That one hurt, but looking back now, like that, man, what a game that was.
So let's just hope that Raheem and Tyreek are okay. I know Tyreek came back in like towards the end. So, but with the way luck we've had, I mean, Armstead didn't leave the game, and all of a sudden he's been out 2 weeks. So I don't like.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. What happened to Mostert?
Thumb, they said.
That's not good.
Yeah, let's just hope it's nothing serious.
Okay.
So I mean, listen, if Teddy, say
we got Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson is not bad. Jeff Wilson is still.
I love Jeff Wilson.
I think Jeff Wilson is. Well, I mean, I think
I prefer to watch Jeff Wilson run the football. I mean, listen, Raheem turned it on at the end of the game there when he was running dudes over, but
he played well the whole game.
Yeah, body of work. I really prefer to watch Jeff Wilson run. I think his vision's better.
Agreed, and I think he's more aggressive. He's more for sure.
Yes.
He's not going to blow you away with speed, but like you don't even really need that right now. You just need somebody to hit the hole and gain yards.
Right.
That's exactly what the offense did today. He said he'll be McDaniel said he'll be forever loyal to Stephen Ross for giving him the opportunity to coach Dolphins. I don't know. That has nothing to do with anything we've been talking about. Just saw it on Twitter. Thought I'd throw that out there.
Dude,
we did it.
I can't believe the
playoffs. I can't believe they did it. I thought we were going to get on here and this was going to be a bad pod.
This is our the first year of the pod. Are we a playoff only pod all of a sudden? Is this our run?
Ooh.
Is this our run? Dude, second time in 14 years.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a home playoff game, but a playoff game is a playoff game. And the fact that we may be the fact that we limped into the playoffs this time, we could be going like in 2016 when we went to the playoffs, we took Matt Moore. We could be taking Skylar Thompson to Buffalo.
Yeah, can we please just get a starting? We've never played. Can we just have our starting quarterback one time in the playoffs?
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think we would have won that. I don't know. We might have won that Steelers game because
We were competitive in that Steelers
we were
game.
really competitive in that. Yeah, you're right. It was snowing. It was so cold. Hopefully it ain't snowing next week. What's the weather in Buffalo for next weekend?
I don't know. I know it's supposed to be cold next week in general. Listen, man. Here's what I'm saying. Hopefully, Mike McDaniel's hot seat is out. Because first year Dolphins coach takes us to the playoffs, regardless of how ugly it was. Again, all I'm saying is if it was flipped and we had lost 5 straight and then won 5 straight and then won this game, everyone would be saying coach of the year.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
Yes, if we would have flipped it, and yeah, no, you're absolutely right. If we'd have flipped it, he'd been coach of the year.
Yep.
He was early coach of the year, but this season was a lot of fun. And it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of downs, but there was a lot of ups. And all we did was just make it to exactly what we thought this team was from week 1. Nothing but a wild card team. We made it to the wild card. Going back to Buffalo. Some weird stuff happens in the playoffs. You never know. I mean, the Patriots, they scored 20-some points on the Bills today. I mean, I don't know, man. If we have Tua, I feel confident.
Yeah, dude. I'm at least.
If we don't have Tua, I don't feel confident at all.
Yeah, I'm at least happy to watch the game if we have Tua.
Yes. Yeah. I'm definitely going to enjoy it. Definitely enjoying a playoff game. Haven't felt one of these in 6 years. But do we have anything else you want to cover?
No, I'm just so thrilled.
How about McDaniel getting extra chesty when Sanders made that field goal? That was dirt nasty.
Yeah, dude.
That was sick.
Yeah. That little point. That was hard.
There was a lot of really cool play designs today, like that the reverse to Mostert whenever he ran that dude over.
Oh yeah,
before they kicked that field goal, and then the 4th and right whenever they were going to kick that 59-yarder and they ran that Jeff Wilson run, that
dude.
Toss.
Hold on, I don't want to cut you off, but is it Bengals? It's Bengals Ravens then. Let's walk through the playoff matchups.
Yeah, let me pull it up here. Okay. So the AFC games are Bills Dolphins, Ravens at Bengals, Chargers at Jags.
Do they have the bracket?
That is the bracket. It's not the bracket, but they're inverted. But
if we win, do we go to Cincinnati?
The lowest, we would go to Chiefs. We'd be the lowest record. We'd go to 1.
Oh.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what we do. We're going to face, if we would win, we'd have to go to Kansas City.
Oh. Wouldn't it be something?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty certain on that.
I just want to see Tua's return to Cincinnati.
Yeah. That would be sick. Give me a little read more here. No, we would face the winner. So the winner of the Jags Chargers gets the Kansas City game. We would face the winner of the Ravens and the Bengals.
So if we beat the Bills, Tua's return to probably return to Cincinnati.
I don't know, because if the Ravens get Lamar back,
dude, are we going to a playoff game in Baltimore? Are we going
to Baltimore playoff game?
Are we going back to Baltimore in the exact same outfit, the exact same seats?
Oh my gosh, it'd be so cold. It was 100 degrees out that day. Yeah, these playoff matchups are actually pretty interesting. That Chargers Jaguars game, I am actually interested in that game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game.
The Ravens and the Bengals will be a good game too.
Yeah.
Let's see the NFC. They got Cowboys and Buccaneers. Niners versus Giants. Seahawks versus Vikings.
But
And
that changes if the Packers win, right? Packers get in.
I think so. I think they need a little help.
I think the Seahawks need a Packers loss to get in.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And the Lions need a Seahawks loss and then to beat the Packers to get in.
Yeah, there's like no games or let's see the chances to clinch here. Lions are not or as of right now the Packers are in. Based off the games that are played right now, like the scores.
Okay.
The Lions and the Seahawks are out.
Okay.
Interesting. I would not want to go to Green Bay. I would not want to see Green Bay anywhere near my team. That's my if Green Bay makes it into the playoffs, that's my pick to win the bowl.
If the Dolphins lose.
If the Dolphins lose. What if all of a sudden they just got insanely hot and run the table?
Dude, a la Giants. My body can't handle a Dolphins Super Bowl. I'm telling you right now. I don't know. I'm nervous about a playoff game. I don't even remember what it was like to watch the last one. I just remember Matt Moore dying on the field.
Oh my gosh, Matt Moore got laid out. It was so bad.
Yeah.
Who did they end up bringing in? Because they didn't Matt Moore come right back in the next play?
Yes.
No, there was no protocol back then.
No protocol then.
He was so concussed.
God, dude, Tua's got to be back. 2 weeks off. It'll be almost 3 weeks.
I know, but they said he hasn't progressed through he hasn't done anything in the protocol unless they're keeping it hush hush that he has.
They probably don't even start. They probably said, "Hey, we'll start the process."
No, they said he has to go through the process throughout the week. Like
but that's what I'm saying. But they're probably like, we're not even gonna waste our time. Like, take 2 weeks off and then we'll test you the week of the playoffs.
Because he said he's in the building every day.
I don't even care if he can't practice all week. I don't give a shit.
I don't know if McDaniel will play him. I guess McDaniel has to play him if he practices.
He fucking better. Mitch, dude, I don't understand. Kenny Pickett's had 5 concussions.
I know.
Kenny Pickett has been in the protocol and literally he's been in the protocol like twice in 1 week. He was in the protocol and then got put in the protocol in the middle of the game and then still came back in.
I know. They need to get Tua. So I did read a tweet from Barry Jackson that said they're gonna be in agreement to wear a more protective helmet. I don't even know if that even helps.
I want him to wear that. I want him to wear the Zeke helmet with a dark visor.
Oh,
can't see shit.
That helmet. So I wouldn't care if he wore that helmet or if like he would wear the Vices helmet. But
yeah.
I don't know if you saw like what those college players are wearing, like those collars on their necks.
Yeah, the Cowboys players have them.
Oh, they do?
And there's a couple guys on the Chargers that wear them too, yeah.
I don't know why they haven't thought of doing that yet for Tua.
Yeah, it's supposed to like help with neck stability or something.
Apparently obviously he's got a weak neck.
Lord, please, this kid deserves to play in the playoffs. Everything he's been through.
Think about some of those tenured players that we never got a chance to get to the playoffs.
I know. And now look at who we're getting there.
I know. Wilkins gets a playoff game. All of them get a playoff game. We're all new players, so there's not
really?
there's no one left over from any of those old regimes other than Jerome.
X was
on that team. Jerome Baker.
I don't think. I think he was drafted next year.
Gates?
He was drafted next year, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think X is the only one.
Wow. What a roster turnover. Dude, I can't believe we're in playoffs.
Dude, I literally
Never
I shed
in
tears.
that.
I had tear. I got glassy eyed.
Oh, I didn't. I was bouncing around because they did Dally's birthday today. And whenever they were driving, because I had like no service today. And so I was like checking, I was using my watch. I was using the BR app on my watch to give me the play-by-play. And then I saw they were on a 34 and I flipped it on real quick. And then I was standing in the parking lot by the car. And because Chase was watching it too, because he was like, I don't want to see the Steelers get into the playoffs. And I started just jumping up and down because Jason Sanders finally made a kick over 50 yards.
I couldn't believe he made that kick.
Dude, dead nuts.
Yeah, right down the middle. Ice in his veins, dude.
He's back.
He's back, dude. You know what he said? He's like, dude, I'm missing all these kicks because I'm sending us to the playoffs.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, he knew. Oh man, it feels so good to be in a Plizzies.
It does.
Dude, how about the time of possession? Wasn't it wild? Were we? What? I need to see the stats because didn't we have the ball for like 18 minutes in the first half?
Yes, dude. Yes.
We had the ball for 35 minutes today.
Jesus.
302 total yards. Hey, look, that's serviceable.
Yeah, man. We couldn't.
Passing yards, 162 rushing.
We should have had a lot. There's a lot of points that we left out there, shooting ourselves in the foot with bad snaps and penalties and things of that nature.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I didn't get to see. I want to watch some of the highlights just so I could get a good feel of what was happening on the in the game. Like obviously I knew that, you know, we weren't lighting it up because it was 6-6 going into the fourth quarter, and then I totally didn't realize that we got a safety on that last play, so it was 11-6. What? Scorigami. That has to be a scorigami.
Oh, I didn't even see. Let me check. I have followed him on Twitter. Yeah, that insane play at the end there covered the spread. Oh no, it says that score's happened one time before, most recently on January 23rd.
Of last year?
No, 2000.
Oh, okay.
So close, but no.
Darn. How about that last play the Dolphins covered? Sauce already said the Jets are making the playoffs next year.
You better find a quarterback, Sauce.
Man, if Tua is back, I feel good. Tua ain't back, I don't feel good at all.
Oh no, we're losing Tua. I'm telling you, I'm not even getting my hopes up.
Oh no, if Tua ain't back, we're just gonna enjoy the fact that we got an extra game of football.
And enjoy the fact of watching an extra Dolphins game on, you know, when half the league's sitting at home.
We've got this 2 times in the last 16 years.
Yeah, so leave us alone.
Yeah. Let us enjoy it.
Hey, shout out Mike Tomlin for somehow still sneaking out a winning record with that team.
Yeah, really. That dude doesn't have losing records.
I know, it's insane.
Kenny Pickett might be a guy.
No.
He looked really good down the line. How about Mac Jones? Enjoy Cancun, brother.
Mm-hmm. Get out of my face.
How about his senior? I saw somebody lost over 3. They lost like 2.5. He was either 1,000 or million, which is a big swing of money on his rookie card. I think it was like 3 million or something like that. It wasn't 3 million. It was 300,000, I think, for a rookie card or something like that at one point. And he lost like 95% of that.
Damn.
That's how bad he played this year. He had 14 touchdowns, 11 picks. Missed the playoffs, so was 30th in QBR. Tua played, 12 games?
Yeah.
And still led the NFL in passer rating and I think pass per attempt or yards per attempt.
Yeah.
I think Warren Sharp hit it right on the head. Warren Sharp, if anyone hasn't seen, this came out before, like, I put McDaniel on the hot seat, obviously. And
yeah.
I put him on the hot seat because, you know, I was a little salty, but this was the first game that the Dolphins have played with a backup all year long where the backup didn't get hurt in that game. So, I mean, that kind of speaks to the fact that, like, every time we had a backup come in, like, we were starting a game with a backup, that backup got hurt. And then the backup to the backup had to come in. That and the fact that, like, we still won 9 games is
remarkable.
Remarkable. It's a great job by Mike McDaniel. He had a lot of bonehead, the fact that he was 1 for 6 on challenges, not fantastic. Whoever told him to call that first challenge needs to open up the damn eyes.
Yeah, and needs to be no longer in charge of that part of the program.
Yeah. He needs to get a new job in the program.
Yeah.
But man, I can't wait for playoff football next week. We'll have a instant reaction game recap for sure after the game next week. We don't know if it's going to be Saturday or Sunday yet. I'm kind of hoping for a little Saturday action.
Yeah, I want Saturday. Although Sunday gives us an extra day too.
Sunday does give us an extra. Okay, let's hope for a Sunday game. A Sunday 4 o'clock game.
No, fuck 4 o'clock games. We never win them. Give me a Sunday at 1 o'clock.
Well, I mean, we won't be. Oh no, we'll have 6 games. We'll have. No, wait. There's 6 games next week. They'll play 2 on Saturday, 4 on Sunday, probably, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that how they do it? Or don't they do Super Wild Card Weekend?
Yeah,
don't
Super Wild Card.
Oh, okay. So then they'll do the 4 games on Saturday, and then they'll do the 2 on Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that. Because they're for sure putting the Bills Dolphins on Saturday.
Yeah, that feels like a Saturday matchup.
It's going to be a Saturday, probably Saturday 8 o'clock. Hopefully not Saturday 4 o'clock.
I don't want to be in prime time.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter anymore. The playoff games are all prime time. I can't wait.
I just saw a tweet that Mike McDaniel was strolling through the locker room yelling, "Playoffs?" Like Jim Mora.
Oh my god.
Dude, I wish he was my dad. If I didn't have my dad. Like if I had to if my dad was my dad, I'd choose him as my dad.
Shout out Papa.
Shout out Big Paul.
Shout out Big Daddies.
Hey, Jaceki almost made a big play today.
Yeah, almost.
He missed so many blocks, dude.
Dude, he's so bad. Mike Gesicki, the Uber has been waiting on you. You got one more game in the Jers, and then you can get out. Let's get a real tight end this year. A big old body that likes to block.
Hey, I was wearing the Heat socks today, dude. I think that might be the juju.
Oh, see, I went my standard. Here was my big switch up. I went with the normal shirt with the Tyreek jersey, but I went jeans, and then I wore the playoff 12s.
Which we got to keep playoff 12s and playoffs.
You got to keep playoff 12s and playoffs. But the jeans.
You're going to be binded, but you got to wear jeans.
I'm going to be binded, but I'm going to wear the jeans. I'm doing it for the juju.
Yep.
Dude, if Tua is back, oh my gosh, there's gonna be so much juju in them jeans.
God, dude, if Tua's back, come on, Tua.
Come on,
if I could cut my brain out and give it to him,
I'd give him my neck. Just the.
I give him whatever he wants.
Dude, if Tua plays next week, we're back.
Emergency pod if Tua is
if Tua goes back, we'll do an emergency pod.
Yes. Should we do a playoff preview pod?
We can do a playoff preview pod.
I think we have to do a playoff preview pod.
Let's do a playoff preview pod.
It's our first time in the playoffs. We got to do a play. I mean, you might as well.
P cubed, P squared, P cubed. Math. I'm not a math major. I was never a math major. Playoff preview pod.
Triple P.
Trips. All right. Well, with that, we will get out of here. We will see you for the playoff preview pod. Emergency pod if Tua is back. Fins are in the plizzies, the playoffs.
Playoff.
Check us on Twitter at _Podsky.
Follow
on Instagram, _Podsky.
Give us a review. Give us
On
a review.
Give us a review on Facebook at Posky John Baker.
Hey, big 1,000 download milestone.
Yeah, it was.
That's huge.
It was. But it's pretty big.
Yeah.
And we will see you next week for That's So Dolphins talk and some free Dolphins playoff football.
Fins up, baby.
Fins up.